Hi guys, welcome to Tissnet, another podcast. Today we have Huma Khan from Uttar Pradesh, Aligarh, and she got selected for, two campuses, three courses. Hyderabad campus course is Natural Resource and Governance. Tuljapur campus, Social Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Kuljapur campus again, Sustainable Livelihood and Natural Resources. This is what the program she got selected for, and finally she has chosen Hyderabad campus for natural resources and governance. So first of all, Yuma, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So after getting selected for TISS, how's the feeling?
I'm flying. Basically, I'm very busy with documentation because I'm fresh graduate collecting from university,
Mhm.
and there are celebrations at home too. Things are going like that only
Great.
currently.
So you expected this?
Well, till Tissnet, I was a little bit confused, but when it come to OPI, I was sure that I would get into some or one or the other campus. But
Okay.
I got to the first preference. That's a good thing.
Okay. So just Yuma, brief about yourself, your academic background, and why, how this idea came into the picture.
So my academic background, I would say it is very fluctuating from class 10th I have been doing. I in class 10th and when I went to 11th, I had PCB as my mains and optional as environmental science, where I did good, but not that satisfactory. I was selected in BSc also, but I chose BSW at Aligarh Muslim University. And when I went, I didn't had any idea of this up till now when I was being there in BSW. After that, when you are into BSW, you are doing social work, then institutions like Tata, like other Delhi, you can say DU views, they are being introduced to you. So with that, I made my mind that if I would do, I would go. I should try for some good institutions, and slowly things falls into places. And I'm here like that.
So when you have started your preparation for TISS, and what are the hurdles you came across while you were preparing for the TISNET?
Well, for this, when I did my preparation, it was from October 2021. Up till that, I was doing like I was in my graduation, doing sort of assignments, and Corona was going on. In 2021, I started that I should go with quant. I look at the syllabus, what happened, tests, what have been there. So the first thing that I put my entire focus was on testnet. With GK part, I was enough good. I had trust in myself that I could have done that, and I did it. When it came to English and verbal, I was good there. Okay, I will do. But the part quant was very difficult for me because I was very weak at mathematics again. So doing that
Being a science background, you were not good in maths.
because
How
I
come
was
it, how
I
come it
was
is
in
possible?
PCB because I was in physics, chemistry, and bio, not good at mathematics. Mathematics, in the sense that the math that comes in competitive examinations like quant is entirely different from what you have been doing in science and bio, like how many moles are being there, how much quantity. It is simpler. And in this, it is like in 1 minute you have to solve one mathematics question, which is again a very tough thing for me. Not good at all at did something, but not I could say I improved very much, but I improved my other two parts, I would say, which were the backbone of my selection in testnet.
Okay.
So, and when it came to the next part, it was everything was with you. You have
Mhm.
been recorded the demo, the sessions, which were a little bit, I say, much helpful to me.
Mock
I
also
came,
you have
yeah,
clear.
yeah, yeah. They helped me a lot about it. So, and I was being comfortable because I was always been into, activities where extempore were there, your debates were there. Very much I was open. So things were like that. I would say if this what was somewhat for me from moderate to moderate level difficult, not very highly difficult.
Okay. So if you compare your maneuver mock interview
Yeah.
part OPI which you have given, and if you compare it with the actual one,
Yeah.
what similarity you have realized or what differences you have understood?
Well, the similar things were more as compared to the differences. The basically, as I'm a very fresh graduate from 2022, there is not much to be asked from my side. The same way the maneuver and the actual test did, they asked about my internships, what I used to do there, what were my work experiences, and somewhat also which I'm been doing. Like they asked me a GK question, what is inflation? which I think it is quite fair because I didn't have any job experience or something like that. In Manoeuvre also, they asked me about things like the Sri Lankan crisis that were going on at those times, where differences were there. When it came to Manoeuvre, it was more about the external environment, what has been going on. When it came to actual TISS, it was more over about my own personal experiences and whatever I have been collected over the years.
So you have given the actual extemporary and the interview part. So what kind of a question they had asked you?
In what? In the OPI part?
In OPI part. And you were into the one language only, English, or you have switched into the bilingual English?
No. I conveyed my whole interview in one language, that was English, not in Hindi at all. When it came to my OPI, as much as I could remember today, is that it was being divided into two parts. One was GK. Second was my personal, and in personal, the main was my graduation. What I've done, like I'm from social work, so I've learned multiple theories, multiple skills like PRA schemes, something like that, and everything. And in that only, which was personal, very very small, was about how social work that I was doing graduation, I feel could elevate or will make me a very suitable candidate for the next that I'm aspiring at that time. When it comes to GK was, I could say, very simple, like tell about inflation, the crisis that have been going, the tribes that you think have been suffering the most, the areas like that only. So it was, I could say, a moderate one to me, easy to moderate level.
Okay. And what do you think, what are the mistakes or the problem you have faced during your entire stage 1 and stage 2 preparation, or such kind of mistakes one should not do?
Well, for stage 2, I don't think I have mistaken, or as in my sight I've done, because I was being guided by you guys. So it was something I've grasped. When it came to Tissnet, because Tissnet is something you cannot be at 100%. You're always at medium, whichever background you are being coming. Because if you are coming from science, you're going to lose at verbal. When you are coming from social science humanities, it is quite obvious or apparent that you are going to lose in quant. But one thing that I felt I could have done, or I won't make myself so much in trouble in thinking I could have scored even more if I would be more, you can say, consistent at one chapter that I'm doing in quant, because I was not good at quant, so I want to have everything at once. So that was a chaos that I faced a lot.
Okay, great. So if you want to give tips to all the upcoming year aspirants, those who are targeting for the 2023 and 24, this is a general question I ask from everyone. Well, what tips you will give?
Well, I don't think I'm very much capable, because all the aspirants have their, you can say, preparations, not at least 6 months or more than 6 months. I've done for 4 months. That was October, November, December, and January, Feb was the examination. So if someone is doing for a very smaller time frame, then I would say you should concentrate at the parts that you are good at, polish them, prepare them, and what you are not good at, you should come to the portions which are very easy and you can make, not to the portions which are very difficult and you haven't heard. For example, the one mistake that I did, I started reading or understanding probability and what's the chapter in modern maths. I can't even pronounce it. I don't remember it now. Forget that. So you should not do it. If you are been coming from there, you are not good. Just go with the flow that you have been reading, or you are being like, probability is easy, like averages are easy. The questions which are easy, which you can do, practice them, the things will go right. And at least have 2 things in your grips, not just one. And GK is something which is equal to all in maths or English or verbal. Have one thing that is good.
So the only tips which I have understood, like you should start your early preparation. Don't start in short span of time, because the competition is high and the number of seats are less. So,
yeah.
And looking at the syllabus section, stage 1, stage 2, you will be in the pressure. So it's always advisable start your early preparation. What I have understood.
Start early. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses very clearly, because if it is a chaos, you're not going to make it. You'll be under that I'm good and you won't be good. And where you are good, you are not putting your brain. So it is a square one every time. So this is a
correct. So guys, that's all from
Uh,
Huma's side, and she explained you how she gone through her preparation, stage 1 and stage 2, and how to tackle these sections. One should definitely write the mock also before you go for the actual,
yeah.
and be confident. In this podcast, I have understood she's very much confident. Okay, so keep watching all the upcoming podcasts. Thank you, Uma, coming and sharing your
Uh,
experience. And I hope
mhm.
this podcast will help to other also, those who are targeting for the same course and the campuses. All the best for your career. And once again, congratulations.